Imagine coming home to find your backyard paradise. A serene creek teeming with wildlife, being entombed in cold, gray concrete by a power-hungry HOA busybody who thinks she's the queen of suburbia. That's exactly what happened to Jack Harlan, a quiet engineer who just wanted a slice of American dream in sleepy Willow Bend estates. But oh, the irony. This community improvement would soon drown the tyrant's throne in her own flood of hypocrisy. Jack had bought the house for its hidden gem, a gentle stream winding through ancient willows, where deer sipped at dawn and fireflies danced at dusk. It was his sanctuary in a neighborhood choked by petty rules. No pink flamingos, no visible trash cans, all in the name of upholding standards. Enter Brenda Kowalski, the HOA president, a plump, perpetually pursed-lipped enforcer in floral blouses and sensible shoes, preaching community harmony while wielding bylaws like a sledgehammer. Jack, darling, she'd coo at meetings, her voice dripping fake sweetness. We must protect our property values from untidiness. But inside, she was a control freak terrified of any ripple in her reign. The trouble started innocently enough. Brenda spotted Jack's creek during one of her routine patrols, code for snooping. That water's a breeding ground for mosquitoes and lawsuits, she declared at the next board meeting, her chins quivering with righteous indignation. Jack, who'd heard whispers of her past witch hunts, like finding a widow for unapproved bird feeders, stayed silent at first. Rumors flew. Jack's letting his yard go wild, probably hiding something shady back there. Neighbors side-eyed him at barbecues, but Jack observed, notebook in hand, plotting his chess moves while they played checkers. Then came the escalation. One crisp autumn morning, Jack awoke to the rumble of trucks. Peering out, he saw Brenda directing a cement crew like a deranged traffic cop, clipboard in one hand, coffee in the other. "Stop right there," Jack barked, storming out in his robe. "This is my land." Brenda turned, her face a mask of smug piety. "Oh, Jack, it's communal drainage. Read the fine print. We're just ensuring safety. Think of the children." The workers hesitated, but she waved them on. "Pour it, boys. This'll boost resale by at least 5%. Jack's calls to the sheriff fell flat. Civil dispute, buddy. As the concrete swallowed the stream alive. Frogs croaked their last. Birds fled. Brenda beamed. "See? Neat and tidy now." Jack seethed inwardly, but smiled thinly. "Sure, Brenda. Real progress." Winter rains hit like divine retribution. Blocked water had no escape, turning upstream yards into swamps, starting with Brenda's prized rose garden. Her basement flooded first, ruining her award-winning scrapbooks of HOA triumphs. Neighbors grumbled as fences rotted and patios sank. Brenda called an emergency meeting, her voice cracking. "This is unforeseen. Must be climate change or faulty upstream pipes." Jack attended, biting back a smirk as she deflected blame. "Perhaps we need more concrete?" she suggested desperately, drawing groans. Whispers grew. "She's lost it." Jack, ever patient, gathered evidence, photos of her flooded gazebo, emails boasting about the quick fix without permits. "Brenda," he said casually after the meeting, "water finds a way." "Ha!" she flushed. "Don't be ridiculous. We're handling it." The climax erupted when Jack dropped his bomb. Armed with county records proving the creek was a protected wetland, he filed complaints with environmental agencies. Inspectors swarmed, revealing Brenda's permit was a forgery from her brother-in-law's shady firm. "You buried an ecosystem for what, your ego?" an official snapped at her. Brenda spluttered. "It was for order, property values." But emails surfaced, her bribing a zoning hack with HOA dues, fearing a recall vote if she didn't show strength. The board crumbled. Resignations poured in. At the public hearing, residents roasted her alive. "You flooded my kids' play area while preaching safety?" one mom sneered. Brenda, sweating under the lights, mumbled excuses, her facade cracking like the concrete. The county fined the HOA 6 figures, forced full restoration, and charged her with fraud. She lost her presidency, and her house, sold at a loss amid the scandal. As the creek revived, babbling triumphantly past restored banks, Jack sipped coffee on his deck, watching ducks return. Nature mocked her mess, and so did the neighborhood, now with transparent rules and no more Karens in charge. But tell me, was Jack the villain for staying silent at first? Or was Brenda's greater good just a fancy mask for bullying? Who's really drowning in suburbia's shallow end?